I'm sure that each of you has plans after you hear this speech today. Whether it involves going home to see your family or spending time with some old friends, to do so, you must first arrive to your destination. But what if you never make it there? Would you be ready to expect the unexpected? Okay, I want you to put yourself in this kind of a situation. Imagine it being the day you embark on a big family vacation. Now imagine all the excitement that's building up within you as the hours grow. But before the big departure, you have some errands that must be done. Now imagine coming home from your last errand, but never making it. Now instead imagine losing control of your vehicle, and within those few seconds looking next to you at your little brother and trying to convince him that everything will be okay when you yourself don't believe it. I wish I could tell you that this was a story my imagination came up with, but I can't. Because to me, this was my reality on July 14th, 2011. It was a beautiful summer day, with golden rays beaming, kissing your already tan skin, and a slight breeze that never failed to cool you off. It was a perfect day, actually. I was all packed and ready to go on vacation later that night with my family, and I was just finishing up some errands at my aunt and uncle's house down the road. On that day, I took my little brother with me to try to finish my cleaning early. They had a pool as well, so I figured he could let loose some energy before our 9-hour drive later that night. So, before we leave, we do the usual ritual our mother had instilled into our brains ever since we were little, and made sure that our seatbelts were on. Then we venture off to our home, just a few miles down the road, and we turn up the music, like we always do, and scream to whatever song was playing. Everything was normal. It was expected. Until I lost control of my vehicle. I went left to center, overcorrected, and collided with a telephone pole, making it almost impossible to get my little brother out of the car. Is it the truth? Could it be true that the perfect afternoon was now ruined because of me? Could it be true what the paramedics were saying? Could it be true that they didn't think my little brother would make it to the hospital? That he would die at 11 years old because of something I did? I don't remember this day, or even weeks to follow, because my injuries limited me to do so. But this is the kind of stuff that I thought about when I was capable to acknowledge everything that was going on. As my little brother lay there, unconscious and struggling for weeks to do the simplest things, I couldn't help but to feel guilty. Because in reality, this was all my fault. Tug, that was his name, and boy, did he have a big future ahead of him. He was genuine, big-hearted, and just overall incredible. He was awesome, super talented. At anything he attempted, anything that he picked up, he could just do it with ease. He had big plans for his future, even at 11 years old. But all of that could just be thrown away because the doctors are saying that he may not even have a future. Or if he does, the right side of his body will be impaired. He won't be able to talk, and he just won't be the same kid. So is this fair to all concerned? No, definitely not. I ruined vacation for my family. We were supposed to leave 8 hours after I got into my car accident, but couldn't because Tug and I were life-flighted and were hospitalized. My parents weren't too upset about not being able to go on the vacation because they were obviously more concerned about Tug and my safety and well-being. But to my other siblings, this wasn't fair at all. We didn't get to go on our vacation that we had planned for almost an entire year because of something I did. Instead, the hospital became our new home. My parents would stay by Tug's side every night, limiting them to maybe half an hour of sleep. Was that fair? Was it fair to Tug that he may never get to live out his dreams because of something I did? Although what took place that day wasn't fair to anyone involved, it established unbreakable relationships. So, when you ask, did it build goodwill and better relationships? I would definitely have to say it did. After being at St. V's Hospital in Toledo, Tug got transferred to Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. I was down there quite often to help him recover and encourage him when he thought it was impossible. I remember watching him struggle to do simple things like walk, jump, and even talk. But being there for Tug was definitely important to him, and it allowed for us to build an even stronger relationship. When something or someone has been taken from you almost completely, it really opens your eyes to make you realize just how lucky you are to have a second chance with that person. And that's what it did for me and my family. Each of us grew stronger relationships with one another because we valued that what we have could be taken within a moment's notice. Each moment is precious, and we learned that we really need to embrace it. Will it be beneficial to all involved? My car accident itself was not beneficial to everybody concerned, but the lessons it taught each and every single one of us definitely was. It made us realize just how precious time is. Each moment you spend with someone you love or doing something you love is valuable and is many times taken for granted. Each tick of the clock is just another second that you'll never get back. It made us realize how important it is to be compassionate and genuine to the things or people you love. And it made us realize the importance in appreciating the relationships that you establish. Within seconds, the unexpected can happen. Let me ask you, are you ready?